Good evening, cruisers. Today we're going to talk about some things that we loved about the Carnival Valor and a few things we didn't love quite so much about the Carnival Valor. As we do, we're going to walk around the ship a little bit, show you some of our favorite places. As we're walking down the hall here, you can see the kids clubs in front of us, where you can drop off your little ones from age 2 to age 11, so that you and the missus, or you and your friends that come with you, can have a night out, go to a quiet dinner, whatever the case may be. I just seen over your head. Good thing is, with you only being 4 foot tall, you don't block the cameras.
You're terrible.
I know, sometimes. One of the things we really like about this ship is the decor. It's very patriotic themed. As you see here, you can see the eagles on the top of the columns.
You're all about those columns.
No, I'm all about the eagles. And on the floors, in the hallways, and in the main areas, they look like the American flags. They're great.
One of the other things that we really liked about the ship was the entertainment staff. So Louis, the cruise director, was probably the best cruise director we've ever had. And I didn't think that was possible because we had Jess from the U.S. on the Triumph, and then when it turned into the Sunrise. So Louis blew her out of the water. As much as I still love Jess, he was great. So the best thing that he did was when we had the 80s rock and glow party, he dressed up as Freddie Mercury and led it that way. But to even top that, which was fantastic, he decided to recreate the final scene from Dirty Dancing and actually do the lift. So he had all of the guests that lined up on each side of him, and he took off running, and one of the other guys caught him, and he just full on did the lift. It was fantastic.
Unfortunately, I stopped recording right before that because it started raining, so I didn't get it.
I know, I was so upset because that was so perfect. And DJ Alex, he also did our bingo, and if you know, you know, ladies, if he's on your ship, do not miss bingo.
Wait. If you know, you know what?
It's for the ladies.
I don't know what the ladies need to know, but okay.
This room was really, really neat. I don't know exactly. I think they had like an art gallery thing in there or a wine tasting or something like that. But we went in there for just a few minutes just to look around, and I thought the decor in there was really, really neat.
But all the statues are wearing banana skirts.
I know, but it was so fun.
I mean, I think banana skirts would be uncomfortable, but okay.
It was just one of the quirky things that I liked about the ship. Each room.
And this is the floors I was talking about earlier, because they look like American flags. They're very patriotic, and there's the eagles that I was talking about on all the columns.
Yeah.
And that's our Great Dane talking to us. Don't pay me any attention.
We did not go into the piano bar, and that is one of the regrets I have, because after going back and, talking to other people, I realized that we missed quite a lot of good energy.
And here's one of my favorite spots on any Carnival ship, really. The Alchemy Bar. So there's my old fashioned, which is one of my favorite drinks.
Yeah, and the Carnival Sunrise that I had was really, really, really good. Or Cucumber Sunrise, I believe is what it was called.
Yeah.
But that's kind of one of our second favorite things about the Valor in general. The bar staff and the bars in general were just a really, really, really pleasant place to hang out. Especially when we get down to the Red Frog Pub, not to be confused with the Red Frog Rum Bar, which is on the Lido deck.
Yeah, the pub's actually coming up on the left here in just a minute. So this is one of the nightclubs here. This is a lot like a disco.
Yeah, we didn't spend too much time in there either.
No.
All right, this is the little main stretch, which I call Pixie Hollow, because on one of the first ships that we went on, it was very, like, it reminded me of Tinkerbell and Pixie Hollow, the way they had these little trees that went all down it. And it's one of the places that we hang out pretty much most of the time on the ship, especially at night. There always seems to be something going on in this little area. But the lights on the ceiling and all the bright colors and everything, it's just a really pretty place anyway. Hey, look, there's where we are.
Yeah, and right past this, as soon as we stop looking at the map, there's the Red Frog pub.
Yes. That was our go-to hangout when, you know, there was nothing major going on the ship.
Yeah, and comparing it to the Alchemy bar is a little more expensive. The Red Frog gets a little busier, so even though the Alchemy is a little more expensive, you can usually go there without much of a wait at all.
Yeah.
So that's one of the other reasons I like it.
Alex led pillow toss there, which was beanbag toss, but he didn't call them beanbags, he called them pillows. And if you get a chance to go watch that, it's a lot of fun to watch. The chocolate drink that I had in here was really, really good too. I cannot remember what the name of it was, but it was so good.
Yeah, I feel like we've had that before too at the comedy club.
Yeah, maybe. That game. Okay. There was a game in there that we spent quite a bit of time playing.
Yeah, we're looking at it.
Most likely wrong, because we have no idea how it actually works. There was no instructions. There was no anything in there to tell you how to play. We couldn't look it up online because we didn't even know what the name of it was. But it was somewhat of a combination of shuffleboard and curling. If you know how to play the game, please let us know.
I mean, come on. I had a lot of fun just being silly with it because we've done it for a long time.
Yeah, we had fun. The coffee shop was fantastic on the ship. The prices were really good. Way cheaper than Starbucks. Better than Starbucks, in my opinion. If you're a coffee drinker, definitely try the coffee bar.
You could zoom in probably see the prices right there because we didn't get it.
Yeah, I should have took a better picture of the prices, but... And that is the internet cafe, very small on that ship, but I don't think I ever saw anybody using it.
I never do on any of them.
And that is more Pixie Hollow. And
you keep calling it Pixie Hollow, people are going to think that that's an actual thing.
Yeah, that's
just your thing.
It's just my thing. That's how I identify that area. And then the casino's up here on the left. And here we're just showing you a little bit more around the ship. There's the one of the stores.
Oh, yep, and here we go toward the theater. The theater was actually closed right now. But I opened the door and took a little look around because the entertainment was, like we talked about earlier, one of our favorite parts of the ship. This one here had 3 completely different shows than anything we had seen before.
Yeah, they were Studio VIP, then Country Road, and then America Rocks. And we had seen, you know, like I said, the shows on the Triumph, which were all New Orleans based, and this one was just completely different.
Yeah, I really, well, here's a little clip from Country Road, but I also really like America Rocks because it done rock music through the decades, and it was fantastic.
And it was really, really, really pretty. It had like a medieval theme. There were nights. It was just all around a really, really beautiful theater. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember here, there were even like columns that made it look like a castle at the front of the stage. Yeah.
So I think where we're going here now is downstairs.
The floor in certain places have got this really neat optical illusion where it looks like you're walking in like the bent over part of the flag. It's really, really, really neat. And that is guest services.
So now we're actually going to walk into the dining room here in just a second after we go around behind the stairs. And to get to the not so good, the not so good. So the main dining room was one of the things that was not so good. So not the quality we're used to from Carnival ships. So the wait staff was a little rude and not quite as pleasant as we're used to either. When we go in the dining room, we're going to show 2 plates. The plate on the right was, I think, our dinner from the first night, and it was just a piece of meat and a potato. It was cold, pretty tough, not appetizing at all. And as well, one of our favorite parts of a Carnival cruise usually is the sea day brunch. The sea day brunch had changed a good bit, where normally on the steak and eggs you got a filet, hand-cut breakfast potatoes, and a stuffed tomato.
Hollandaise, there was a hollandaise on there usually.
Yeah, on this cruise, the sea day brunch, I think was a skirt steak and French fries, and
they did have the tomato on there, but that was
not hand-cut French fries, but frozen bagged French fries. So
yeah,
it's not the quality of food that we're used to.
It was very disappointing, yeah, because that's one of our favorite parts, or one of our favorite meals on a cruise ship, and that's what I usually tell everybody: do not miss the sea day brunch. And this time, it was just not good. Also, candy straws. That was one of the other things that we did not like. They have candy straws. They do not have regular straws. So if you want to use a straw, you need to take your own, because they get slimy. They're just not good. And
I understand that it's good for the environment not to use straws, especially at sea, because it's bad for the sea life. But the candy ones really are gross once they get wet.
They make a better version now that are eco-friendly that you can use. You know, they just need to buy those.
And of course, as you can tell from our other videos, my wife has an addiction to Disney. And then we go in here to look at the artwork, and there's Disney paintings. It almost cost me a fortune.
Yeah. Also, it's very cold in there. So I was lucky and brought a hoodie, but you know, you're going to want something on your arms. It was in the middle of summer, and it was just cold.
But that's going to be the end of the video for today, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.